Hey everybody, Strangers103 here today with yet another replay cast. We're looking at a Indiacrapolis game I had a while ago. It's not really okay, it's an alright game. I mean, have a look at that matchmaking. Definitely something special. It's one tier 7 battleship, one tier 7 cruiser, and a couple of destroyers. That's basically it. Everything else is well, bottom tier. That's a tier 5, that's double tier, Omaha, Mutsuki down there, so, you know, it's a very light game overall, with only 3 battleships on the enemy team. We get 1 extra New York over there, and otherwise it's, you know, 4 cruisers and a bunch of destroyers. Anyways, being in Indianapolis with a 9.9 kilometer radar range at 25 seconds, I'm going to move myself towards A, and I'm going to see if I can't see... Well, first of all, I'd like to know where the enemy battleships are, so I don't end up pushing into all 3 battleships with a couple of cruisers. That'd be a bit silly, and probably not very good for my health. But then again, if I ended up doing that, chances are it either would be a spectacular game for me to show it to you, or I wouldn't be showing it to you in the first place. So at least, you know, you've got that going for you. But yeah, the 9.9 kilometer radar buff on the Indianapolis definitely sets it apart from the Blyatfast, which has the 8.5 and 8.7 concealment. So, you know, I mean, 10.8 concealment and 9.9 radar still means that a destroyer that runs into you has a little bit of time to try to get himself out of the radar range. But for the most part, if you get spotted and you're pushing into someone, then you know, you can pretty much radar and you're basically gonna spot him back. I mean, it's fine, Akatsuki. Do manage to get 2k off him. I'm actually not aiming at the mouth. I am trying to shoot the Kidov, because at this point I believe the Kidov is going to be a bigger pain to deal with, because well, 180mm guns can do a lot of damage. They might not have the world's best reload, but they still hurt if he gets my broadside with AP. He can definitely do some serious damage. So that's not something I really feel keen on. Anyways, for the moment, I'm going to pressure up because the Akatsuki, well, first of all, we see the torpedoes coming in now, finally. Might be even be running stock torpedoes, judging how slow they are. Not even sure about that. But, I'm going to make sure I evade them, and with the smoke, I'm going to push up. Going to head towards the next island, and basically just hope that the enemy destroyers aren't coming one to line themselves. That would be minorly annoying because... well, we've only seen one currently. We have no clue what's on the other side of the map because our team is, I don't know, lemminging in, I guess. Yep, I'm spotted now. I'm spotted by the destroyer. The mast is going full ham. The Kidov is going ham. So all of a sudden, what I thought was a pretty good position might not be the greatest place in the world now anymore. Kidov in the back is shooting at me. The Akatsuki is shooting at me. The destroyers are ignoring me, so I'm obviously going to focus on the destroyer first. Really unfortunate damage off that. Trying to load AP in case I can clip the Kidov in the side, but I don't think so. I am in range for torpedoes for the Kidov. So I'm gonna try to get myself behind the island so I don't actually end up sailing into them, and there you go, torpedoes passing. I'm not actually sure if those are Kidov or Akatsuki. I mean, we can see how far they go, right? They're rather fast. I think these might... yeah, I think they're Akatsuki torpedoes because they've pretty much run out of range by now. Swapping back to HE because shooting AP at an angle of mass isn't going to get me anywhere. And finally a good HE salvo. Perhaps a bit too good. Gonna load AP again because I got a broadside Kidov sat in front of me. So that's definitely something I can shoot at. I am being pressured from the Kidov behind me, so I'm pretty much just going to crawl up to the side of the island. Aiming a little bit too high there. So that's not really a citadel angle properly, and you can see if those 3 shells had gone into the citadel, that could have done some serious damage. But Kidov 180mm guns can do some serious damage. Our mince manages to take out the enemy Kidov, so that's very good for me. I'm going to take this chance to get off the island so that the Akatsuki can't just rush me. And, well, I'm going to keep AP loaded because there is always a chance of broadside cruiser here, and Salmar's not shooting AP at me, so he's not really going to achieve too much. I decided on going to radar here because I figured that the Kirov would have had the sufficient time to crawl himself up to the front of the island, and he did. Plus, I wanted to find the Akatsuki to completely discourage the guy from trying to rush me at all. Unfortunately, my number 2 turret doesn't actually manage to fire, otherwise this could have been a little bit of a better salvo, but it's still certainly reasonable. But if I had realized and actually managed to fire both guns, then this salvo here would most likely actually up front kill him. Unfortunately, I'm bleeding quite heavily to the guy, and there you go, he finally goes down. Since the fire, since he's dead and I'm unspotted, I'm gonna damage on the fire. And then this Kernish sends a bunch of HE shells well past me. Kind of glad his aim was terrible there. Friendly Buki is torpedoing past. It's not a really major problem at all. The enemy Scharnhorst at, their spawn could be minorly annoying later on, but for the moment, the Furutaka is showing him full broadside, so even if I get spotted, chances are I'm not going to get shot. Kernish appears, and our Minsk is really close to that, so maybe he'll rush him out, maybe he won't. For the moment, I kind of want to try to move myself somewhere else, because right now I'm not really going to achieve anything. And while I'm unspotted, I might as well try to nab the cap, but so much being unspotted, I have no clue why I'm aiming at there. Actually, I do. If you were watching the stream, I was a little bit salty about that salvo, because, yeah. But I've been awake for over 30 hours at this point, yeah. You're gonna see, I'm sure you can see that on the terrible aim, but at least the second one I aim much better, because I realized that he's gonna try to run towards the island, but don't manage to pick him up. Our Minsk is YOLO down the Kernish, and he's gonna get the kill, which is very good for us. Plane spawning me, not a major problem, but I just want to make sure I don't get tore up by Akatsuki. And since he's decided to shoot at the Minsk, he's well within my radar range as well. Minsk and Mars pushing him. This guy's probably stuffed. Just a matter of who gets the kill. Otherwise, our team is actually faring quite well, all in all considered. Our destroyers have killed their destroyers. The Minsk rushed down the battleship. And their Tier 5 cruisers have died, so, well, I guess my influence in this game is only going to get better, right? Yeah, I've pretty much already done my job. Got, cleaned up the Alpha side. And, well, the rest of our team's finally made it here as well. Shooting AP at the broadside Scharnhorst is, for the most part, going to be the better ammo. He's going to be subject to a lot of firepower, so you're not really going to be able to dot stack him properly. So if you get some really, really good AP salvos, that's really nice. Mars is, well, he found the Farragut, so if he rushes him down, that could be really nice as well. Unfortunately, that kind of an angle, you don't really expect to get a good shot. Who knows? Spoiler alert. I do actually get a good salvo on that. But I swap back to high explosives now, because it seems that the firepower he is actually going to be subject to isn't that much, actually. Furutaka is pushing in, Kernish is behind the island, so, he can't shoot that. The rest of our team can't really shoot that either. So, yeah. Anyways, Farragut's coming through now, so I'm turning my turrets to prepare to engage that, but turns out I didn't need to, because he actually takes the torpedo up the tail from the Mars, which is most certainly intriguing. With AP in the barrels, I send it out and swap to AP. Don't have expert loaders, so might as well shoot what's in the barrel out and swap the ammo, right? Shano seems very keen on just staying there, but with a broadside Miyoko, I feel that's a much more juicy target for me to hammer at. There you go, almost 10,000 damage with that salvo, so hopefully my damage is going to actually get salvaged this game as well. That's a horrendously badly aimed salvo, but hey, I guess I suck. The mask does actually burn down the Furutaka. It's interesting. But I decided at this point I'm going to change my radar. I'm going to try to shoot the mask. Spotted by a plane, it's not really too much of a problem. The enemy Scharnhorst that's been doing nothing is asking if he's the only one in the game. No, I'd say he's one of the people that haven't been a part of the game, so bitch please, right? Going to trigger my defensive, hopefully I can kill off some of the planes, get myself behind cover so only the, realistically speaking, the Sharnos is in a position to actually engage me. No clue what he's been trying to achieve this entire game, but winning the game certainly is not a part of that. Unfortunately, our Kurnish actually gets blasted by the enemy Kurnish. He did take some torpedoes, so kind of a to be expected result, I guess. Yeah, the enemy team is pretty much boxed in. Hopefully our Phobiki can do a little bit of torp spamming. But for the moment, I have no reason whatsoever to YOLO into this. Our team is not in a guaranteed position of winning. Somehow I managed to burn the mast down, which is certainly quite nice for me. And the Sharnos have now bled a lot more health. Full HP Kurnish is finally coming along, and our other, well, our Mins that YOLO down the other Kurnish earlier is now... Looks like he wants to YOLO something else. Sees... There he goes, and he's almost there. So, well done. That got you very far. I guess it's Suka Blyat Day right now, right? Shooting AP at the Muskie, there you go, the lousy damage you realistically expect from shooting AP at a broadside destroyer in the Indianapolis. But he's kind of engaging our mass right now, so whatever damage we can do to this guy is good damage, right? Plus, damaging destroyers equals more XP. For some reason, this guy's more inclined to shoot me. Yeah. Take one more shot at this Muskie, and then let's see if... Okay. Yeah, the master didn't smoke, so I was actually the only one he could, realistically speaking, shoot. Shot the AG salvo at the Muskie with the Kurnish coming around. I'm gonna load AP. These German battleships have some incredibly good resistance to HE shells, and not exactly sure about my aim there. I should have aimed a little bit more towards his stern area. And, well, he's gonna die to the mast, which is nice. At this point, I could radar, but I'm kind of getting a bit greedy. I want to chase down and shoot the broadside Myoko. So, honestly, completely, you know, realistically speaking, I should have had AG loaded. I should have shot down the Mutsuki, but our master pushing back into this. Going around the corner, this thing is actually surprisingly well armored, especially against something like Sharnos like that. He'd have to be really lucky to hit just underneath the bow to Citadel me, but even that's not something you'd realistically speaking expect. Considering that I'm pretty much the only target here, and the two comrade broadsides, I mean, Jack knows what they're trying to achieve, but fine. Myoko's shooting at me, so there is a chance that he would have torpedoed as well. There is also a chance that the Mutsuki would have tried to torpedo, and there is a chance that I'm going to get YOLO down by Sharnos. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna mash the S button. Hopefully the master spot any inbound torpedoes for me. And he's also torpedoing himself. I've got a lot of firepower, well, a lot. Considering his health, I've got more than enough firepower behind me, so I'm not really worried about getting YOLO down by a useless Sharnos in the first place. Master side is going to open fire as well, and the Mutsuki gets spotted really far away, so I'm confident I'm not going to get torped by him. Sharnos does manage to get another salvo off against me. It doesn't really do much, but he's probably fired his torpedoes already. And, well, that's basically it for this game. 134,000 damage, 9 citadels, not too bad at all. Not many kills. Some of them got stolen. No clue what this guy in chat's whining about when he's a part of the useless team. Another terribly aimed shot against his Mutsuki. I'm not going to get the kill on him. There his torpedoes are passing in trying to fire on the leading indicator. Those were really, really delayed, I feel, but whatever. Do pick up a high caliber and a Confederate medal. Confederate I got earlier. Only 6 fires of 128 shell hits, although admittedly I did spam a little bit of AP in there. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast, and perhaps I shall see you guys in the next one.